Welcome to Project MIDA. With this project, we look to foster young people to become an engineer. How? Implementing a virtual museum as a video game with engineering contents. That way, people will use and understand typical hard concepts in a simple way. Why is it important? Because there's a crisis in the industry. New technological trends require more and more technicians, but the numbers indicate that there's a low rate of professionals in the field. Just to mention the situation, Argentina needs 1,500 more engineers to cover the demands of the industry. The causes are not well stated, but many of the specialists agree that the typical problem to be solved has an increased complexity since new technology appears and there are more competitors in this field. The scenario is different. A current engineer has to deal with politics, social, environment and legal problems. There are too many technological changes and it makes fuzzy the way to use technology as a tool. There are a lot of preconceptions. Many people think that it's very hard to learn mathematics, physics, statistics, and many other subjects. That is probably one of the most compelling reasons to have young people playing with MIDA. Many people believe that to be an engineer is demanding, at least more than most of the alternative careers. The idea behind MIDA is to present a museum where it is forbidden not to touch objects in the exposition. It consists of a set of rooms and halls with many ancient devices organized from simple to advanced engines that also represent simple to complex concepts. Let's see how MIDA is. As I told you, the concept is simple: learn while playing with ancient devices. Why? Because those types of devices are implemented engineering concepts in a simple way, making it easy to understand the underneath principles that make them work. Vida is a museum with a post-apocalyptic story behind, where humanity has lost all the technical knowledge and human race changed to adapt itself to a new and arid world. The visitor discovers by accident this ancient museum that is buried in the ground. A robot takes responsibility for maintaining it and keeping it clean. Hypatia, an hologram of the ancient Greek scientist from Alexandria, helps the user, telling him or her how to proceed when it is required. The main character is an humanoid, as it might be think a human after thousands of years of physical changes. This is a mock-up. There are a lot of them in every room. It has a set of puzzles. Many of them are locked. When the user solves the puzzles, some others are unlocked. This way, the learning process is gradual and self-checking. The design of the puzzles allows the visitor to learn and to test himself. Any relevant point of view or aspect of the problem is represented by a puzzle. This is our website, where we publish information related to the project, engine devices, and research team activities. This is our Facebook to let fans know about video games community and related topics. There is an extra module for the project, the Learnitron Intelligent Subsystem. This is the global architecture. Every room has a set of textual descriptions, videos, and puzzles related to every object in the showroom. Learnitron keeps track of them and their usage. In MIDA context, every room, session, hall, device, text, video, puzzle, and part of a device is considered an object. This is a graph with a solid line showing a standard distribution if the objects were used at random. The blue dots represent an actual visitor and his biased behavior. The frequency of the object's distribution is also analyzed, and with the previous information, Learnitron profiles the learning ability of the visitor. This plot shows the main profiles that the project has found up to now: expert at the bottom, advanced on the left, normal in the upper side, and slow on the right. With a very simple model of two lines, it is possible to quickly detect the profile and in the future set the museum to adapt itself to each one. Why? What is your topic? Gamification for education purposes, specifically to teach abstract concepts in a simple way. Why is it important? To promote engineering careers and to derive best practices. Who will benefit from your work? Society as a whole. If the concepts are now demystified and more students understand how they become apparent in the real world. Why you need help communicating it? To involve more institutions and educators participating with content and advice. To let people know there is a tool they can use for free. The project requires a large number of game designers, 3D modelers, and writers for content.